Every town has its urban legends. Ours was an old railway tunnel underneath the interstate in Hassanul Bihari Et, hidden behind a thick wall of overgrown vines and rusted chain-link fence. Most people drove right over it without even knowing it was there. But among the kids in town, everyone knew the story. They said if you stood at the mouth of the tunnel at dusk and shouted into the dark, the echo wouldn't be your own voice coming back. It sounded like a typical middle school myth, something designed to keep kids from wandering into the woods after dark. But on a clear Friday evening, with my skateboard under my arm and nothing better to do, I decided to test it out. I cleared away the heavy ivy, took a deep breath, and shouted as loud as I could into the abyss. At first, there was only silence. Then came the usual rebound, the heavy, hollow bounce of sound waves hitting damp brick. I almost turned around to leave, feeling a little foolish. But then, the air shifted. What came back wasn't an echo. It was a single, crystal-clear acoustic chord, reverberating off the concrete walls and hanging in the air like a physical presence. I followed the sound deeper inside, using my phone flashlight to cut through the gloom. Way down the line, half hidden behind a fallen timber beam, I found a small wooden door built straight into the archway. Stepping inside, I wasn't met with a haunted ruin. It was a cozy, forgotten underground studio, lined with vintage reel-to-reel tape decks, glowing amplifier tubes, and shelves of old cassettes. It turns out, local musicians in the 70s had turned the entire tunnel into a giant natural acoustic relay. Whatever sound entered the entrance triggered an analog playback loop, harmonizing with your voice in real time. I sat there for an hour, just listening to decades of musical history ringing through the concrete. Some secrets in town are meant to stay buried. But as for this one, I'm definitely bringing my guitar next Friday.